I got a new dossier, new information from my source. Look, Mike Flynn's involved in it too. Nice. Good job, Steele. You're so good. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe the plug and play scheme, the quote machine they were using as we call them too. You need a quote? Go to Steele. He'll quote you anything. He'll write anything in the dossier you want. One of the troubling components of this is I believe it was a two-way street. Folks, my buddy, my cop friend, I said, call me on this. He couldn't believe it. How do you have an informant that's a two-way street? Now, confirming my suspicions, a terrific article in Real Clear Investigations by a great investigator, Eric Felton. This will be in the show notes. This is a must-read. Buried in the IG report, something we've been talking about for a long time. How an FBI team in Rome gave Christopher Steele highly guarded secrets. Whoa. T.O., baby. T.O., timeout on the field. I thought Christopher Steele had the highly guarded secrets and was giving them to the FBI. Yeah. Now we find out the FBI was giving Steele highly guarded secrets back. Let me walk through this custody chain. Steele talks to the FBI, that then goes and checks his information, auto-corrects it, adds some information to it, gives it back to Steele, who gives it to Hillary, who then pushes the FBI to investigate Donald Trump. Does that sound kind of like a problem? Because it is. From the Real Clear piece, look at this footnote, this Eric Felton piece. This is again from the IG report. The IG examined whether the FBI disclosed classified information to Steele during their meeting in early October. They determined that Case Agent 2 did when he discussed information with Steele that the FBI received from the friendly foreign government and that he did not have prior authorization to make the disclosure. Then it goes on with all kinds of Horowitz, who I don't really trust, I'll be honest with the IG, giving all kinds of reasons why this is possible. This could have happened, I would have miscommunicated, whatever. It doesn't matter. The FBI is using a source in the biggest counterintelligence investigation in modern history, trying to say that Mike Flynn, Carter Page, and Donald Trump, and Michael Cohen and others are colluding with the Russians, and they're auto-correcting his information. This is stunning. This is stunning. Astonishing. I warned you about this last week. It's in the IG report. Felton's piece is great. They're auto-correcting his information to make an unreliable source with BS lies for information. They're lies to make his information seem real instead of making the source go back and shake his trees and show you what he knows. The FBI is telling him what he doesn't know. And then he comes back with the same information. Look how reliable I am. I just found out the Australians may be involved too. Wait. We told you that. No, I got it from a source. How would you know? The FBI is his source. The FBI is Steele's source. Now, why am I bringing up this autocorrect two-way street thing? Because don't you find it odd that Steele submits a dossier dated August 10th that talks about Carter Page and others? The FBI opens up a case on August 10th against them. And then the August 10th thing has what appears to be Mike Flynn's name randomly thrown in there in parentheses and not in caps like it was put in at the last minute. Mm-hmm. Was that a two-way street? Was that an autocorrect? Is there an original version of that August 10th dossier? It doesn't have Mike Flynn's name on it. And the Bureau's like, hey, we could really use some information on Mike Flynn in this one, too. Hold on. Let me go in the next room. You got a printer, fellas? Yeah, can I get the airdrop printer? Printer, FBI 67. Hold on. Be back in a minute. Guys, this is crazy. I got a new dossier, new information from my source. Look, Mike Flynn's involved in it, too. Nice. Good job, Steele. You're so good. Now, You think this is all some crazy conspiracy theory that Steele's source was the FBI and the State Department in some cases, feeding them back and forth in a two-way street? You now know it's in the IG report. It's not a conspiracy theory. I'm going to end the show with this one. Where else did this happen? The autocorrect function for Steele, who's saying he has sources, but is using the Obama administration's FBI. Did Steele also use the Obama administration State Department as a source while claiming to have sources in Russia? You remember this doozy? Here's a note by Kathleen Kavalek. Who's Kathleen Kavalek? Kathleen Kavalek is a State Department official under the Obama administration, the State Department run by John Kerry and Hillary Clinton. She meets with Christopher Steele. Look at the date, hat tip 279 on this. She meets with him on October 11th of 2016. These are her handwritten notes from that interview of Christopher Steele. Notice on the second page, remember the date, this is October 11th. Keep that in your head of 2016. On the second page, in her handwritten notes, Steele is telling her something about Michael Cohen, Trump's lawyer, going to Prague. Remember that allegation, folks? Mm-hmm. That allegation exists only in the dossier. It's fake. It's been debunked 6 different ways from Sunday. That Trump's lawyer at the time, Michael Cohen, went to Prague to basically pay off the Russians for this whole election conspiracy. Remember that? It's fake. It's nonsense. It's made up. It's never happened.
Never happened. Right.
That's not what Steele, keep this up one more minute. It's not what Steele told the State Department on October 11th of 2016. Clear as day, Steele, because those are her notes, Steele said something about Michael Cohen going to Prague on that date. Was there another autocorrect here? Let's go back to another memo. Remember, the dossier is a compilation of Steele's memos, just like the Mike Flynn August 10th one that the FBI says they didn't get till September. Yeah, sure. Let's look at this dossier. Dated October 19, 2016. Joe, if I'm correct, that's after October 11th, right?
Yes,
I'm not
sir,
crazy. Thank you. Thank you. I'd be lost without you as the audience referee here. It's a tough one. Here is his dossier, Steele wrote. His source, this alleged Kremlin insider, was unsure of the identities of the PA officials with whom Cohen met secretly in August, or the exact date and location of the meeting. Really? Scratching my head here. So Cohen on October 11th tells the Obama State Department, October 11th of 2016, clearly that he knows Michael Cohen was in Prague to meet with these people to set up this whole illicit scheme. But then 8 days later, he writes a dossier memo that says, my sources all of a sudden are unsure about where that meeting happened. Don't you find it odd that Kathleen Kavalek, the State Department official interviewing with Steele 8 days before he wrote that memo, acknowledges in her typewritten and handwritten notes that she's doing data checks during the interview? For example, Steele says at one point that the whole thing's being coordinated out of the Russian consulate in Miami. She notes in her file, there is no Russian consulate in Miami.
No.
She also notes that she's checking travel histories for these 2 Russians during the interview. Tell me you dig. Is it possible she's checking Cohen's travel history when he's telling her on October 11th, he went to Prague? She's checking Cohen's we know Cohen's never been to Prague. Was Kathleen Kavalek passing that back to Steele, who then goes back and updates his memo? Sources told me they're not now sure where the meeting was. Mm-hmm. Oh, you were sure 8 days ago. 8 days ago, you told her the meeting was in Prague. Now, all of a sudden, you meet with the State Department that's conveniently checking travel histories. Two-way street, two ways. And now you're not so sure anymore. And your sources aren't so sure. Who the hell were your sources, dude?
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.